Welcome to this program. I'm very happy to speak to you through this program of Rapture Broadcasting Network. You are going to be blessed. Normally when I preach, people expect me to talk about blessing because I talk about positive faith, I talk about prosperity, reasonable prosperity. There are two kinds of prosperity. One is biblical prosperity and the second is extreme prosperity. That's not what I'm talking, the biblical prosperity. Tell me who is that person who has not prospered as they followed God? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, except some prophets. Prophets are of a different kind of ministers. Everyone was blessed. So I believe in blessing. I will have proper clothes. I will have food on the table. But suppose your prayer is not answered, will you follow God? Will you love Him the same way? Will you go to church on the same way? That is my question. Here is a wonderful verse which I saw this morning as I was meditating. The book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 8. This morning God gave it to me. Do not rejoice over me, my enemy. That means sometime when you are in trouble, your daughter did not do well in the exam, your son went in the wrong company, wrong path, your husband left you, your wife is sick, you lost your car, you lost your job. When a calamity will hit you, your enemy, it may be the devil, it may be somebody in your family or some of your friends, they may rejoice. So here it says, do not rejoice over me, my enemy. When I fall, I will arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord will be a light to me. Sometime it can happen that what you expected God to do for you, it may not happen in one day, in 10 years, even it may never happen at all. Do you know Joseph was in the prison? For what? For the sin he did not do. He had an opportunity to do it, but he did not do so. He was put in prison. He was accused of rape. But God delivered him. But God never told to the world that he was innocent. His prayer was not answered. Sometime our prayer may not be answered. But this must be our attitude. Number one, I may fall. I may lose my job. I may lose my health. I may face death in my family. I may have a calamity, but I will rise. I will rise in my spirit. Whether my prayer is answered or not, let it be your decision. Number two, my light, it is God who is giving me the light. When God is with you, He will give you light. Let me read that verse once again. Micah chapter 7, verse 8. I will suggest, if you are going through a hard time, if there was a death in your family, if you lost your job or health, take a printout of this Bible verse, put it on the wall and declare it again and again. It says like this, do not rejoice over me, my enemy. When I fall, I will arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord will be light to me. God will be your light. So declare it, declare it, declare it. As you declare it, as you confess it, things will change. It may never change, but God will change it for you. Your health will improve. Your children will study. Your wife will be healed. You will get your job back. And God will be a light to you. Let me tell you one story from my life. I like to tell stories. When I became a preacher, I was in Punjab. I had a fear. A fear gripped me. Hey, how I am going to give education to my children? I'm coming from a good family. My cousins, they are all educated doctors, engineers, BCom, MCom on those days. I had a fear. When my children will stand with their cousins, my children may say, we don't speak English, we are speaking Punjabi. I had a fear that my children will not do well because I did not have the money to send them to an English medium school. I remember the day. I stood on the road, I cried. And I prayed a simple prayer. Lord, I don't ask anything for myself, anything for my children. I'm not asking for a house, I'm not asking for a vehicle, but I'm asking only one thing, give education to my children. Today, after about 35 years, I can turn back and say, though I asked a very simple prayer, God gave more than what I asked. My first boy, he got a bachelor's degree in science from Kerala. He has a master's degree from Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. He has a doctorate. He has a master's. He has an MBA. He has 6 degrees, 2 from India and 4 from the United States of America. My second daughter, she was a mentally retarded child. But when I prayed, God healed her and her position started to come up. Today, she is a licensed psychologist in the United States of America. My third boy, bless him, he studied in a Bible college in Sweden. He got a business, is a business graduate. My fourth girl, she got a doctorate in psychology. And my fifth child, the last one, he got an MBA from Oral Roberts University from the state. You may think that I helped them to study. To tell the truth, no. My last boy, Ray, he studied for 5 years in Bombay. I don't think I gave 10,000 rupees to him in 5 years' time. My son, Blesson, he was studying in Sweden. He wrote me a letter once saying, Daddy, I don't have the money. It is very cold here. The warm clothes I brought from Delhi is not working here. I have to buy thick, warm clothes. And this Bible college is providing only 1 meal a day, a lunch, a breakfast. Daddy, I don't have money. What should I do? Do you think that I sent him money? No, I did not send him even $1. I did not tell anybody to help me, but I prayed. And my God, to whom I asked, he was alive to him. My children finished their studies. Why I'm telling you this? Don't look at today's condition, but confess. What he's saying, let me read that again. He's fallen. He's saying, my enemy, don't rejoice over me. I fall, but I will rise. Say that. I fall. I fell, but I will rise. I fell, but I will arise. And even when I'm sitting in darkness, no problem. The Lord will be a light to me. If you'll confess it, if you'll believe it, things will change gradually for you. But let it be your decision. You are not going after miracles, but you are going after the God of Abraham. He will help you. The help is on the way. Expect a miracle. God will bless you.